So we're going to start today's show on a very, very sad note. It has been quite a devastating week for a lot of people in sports and the world in general. So on Sunday morning, we woke up to the devastating news of the passing of basketball legend Kobe Bryant, a sporting legend, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, who tragically died in a helicopter crash alongside his daughter Gianna and 7 other people who were on board on the helicopter. So since the early hours of Sunday morning, tributes have been pouring in from around the world, people paying homage to the man, to the great man himself. And we at the Sports Express would like to express our sincere and heartfelt condolences to the Bryant family, to also the families of the 7 other people who were on board on the helicopter. And on that note, we'd like to pay homage to the great man, the King Mamba, and his daughter Gianna. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It is
a somber state for everyone.
devastating.
Everybody in the sporting world, not just basketball. Like we were discussing earlier on, the man was far beyond his sport.
Yeah,
He was
way beyond basketball.
way beyond basketball. And to hear this tragic news, I mean, it's gut wrenching. Honestly speaking, to be honest, like we're just trying to make the show, but there's really not much that can be said. To be honest with you, yeah, it's just a big shock.
It's a massive shock, massive loss. I mean, when you talk about sporting gods, when you talk about one of the greatest ever, like you said, a man who's beyond his own sport, arguably the greatest basketball player of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to be a basketball enthusiast to appreciate someone's greatness. Because Kobe was way beyond basketball. He was literally motivation to a lot of people in whatever you're doing in life.
Yeah, with the Mamba mentality, the focus and the drive that he had, the hard work, this is something that you can translate in your own life, not necessarily in sport, but he showed you that it can be done. So to hear such news, it just, I don't know, bro, I don't know, like I say, we don't want to be here reporting this, to be honest with you. We just
you can never even prepare for something like this, how you're going to put it out. We're just going to try our best to pay homage to the man.
As best as we can. But
what a career, man, what a career. 20 years at the Lakers, the only man to ever stay in one NBA team for that long. Started at the age of 17, fresh out of high school. So didn't go to college and stuff.
Look, I mean, if we speaking strictly about his basketball, legend of all legends.
Unbelievable.
I mean, to stay committed with one team from the beginning right until the end. I mean, that's phenomenal. And yes, there were some dips in his career due to injury, but he was always performing at the highest level. And I mean, even in his last game, I think he scored like 60 points just to sign out. So just a colossus of the game, if we strictly speak about basketball. And if we speak about the man himself, I mean, like I mentioned earlier on, we're not basketball enthusiasts. We don't even watch basketball, to be honest with you. Not because we don't want to, but it's just not that readily available to us. But we knew him through watching maybe his interviews with other presenters on talk shows,
motivational videos.
We used to watch YouTube clips of him with the Lakers. So we sort of developed this relationship with him, like everybody else, and to lose him, it's gut-wrenching. And when I got the news, it was like, okay, this is hard. And then you hear that his daughter was there
as well. So that was was also a very promising prospect in basketball, as guys saw in the video as well.
I mean, she was the one who was going to take the Bryant name to another level. I mean, she was the one who took that on herself. And her father, I mean, was very proud of her, and he was just saying, she's the next one, she's the next one.
Ironically as well, they were on their way to practice.
Yes, at the Mamba Center. So, I mean, it's bleak, man. It's really bleak. So,
And ironically as well, the man himself in his career, over 33,000 points made. I'm sure he made way more than that. I'm just cutting above here. So, the monumental thing that happened on that weekend, so on Saturday, LeBron James just surpassed him as the third highest scorer in NBA history.
Yes.
And his last tweet was paying homage to LeBron James, congratulating him on his achievements, which happened to be his last tweet. And then after that,
it was tickets. It was a meeting with the big man upstairs. Look, I mean, if you look at him and you listen to other people speak of him, he was always that guy just giving positivity. He was amping other people up. He was never selfish with giving accolades. And that was his last tweet, and I can understand why LeBron and everybody else, man, why they broke down. I mean, of all the people, like I know I keep on saying the same thing. It's
crazy, brother. It's crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, not him, man. Like, if there was one person who should have lived forever, it should have been him. Because he was this beam of light in a very dark world. I mean, yes. Like any other man, he had faults. No man can claim that they're faultless. So even through that, he was giving people hope, whether it be in the business sector, whether it be through the sporting world, whatever it was. He was a beacon of light for many people around the world. I mean, we've seen Real Madrid, we've seen Barcelona, we've seen AC Milan, we've seen all these football institutions pay homage to him, which goes to show that this man, like we said in the beginning, was far beyond his sport. He was a sporting god. He will forever be a sporting god, really. So,
well, obviously, from a sports point of view, we took the hit quite bad as well. But the people who are hurting the most are obviously the people around him.
Yes.
So his family, his former teammates, his friends.
I mean,
Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq. So
broken, absolutely broken.
Everybody's broken, brother. And just to shine the light on the other people, unfortunately, who were lost in the plane crash. I mean, there's a husband who lost a wife, and they have 3 children together. Now he has to readjust.
Gianna's coach as well
Gianna's coach was there on board as well. So it's just bleak, man. It's just bleak, absolutely bleak. So.
And sad scenes as well on Sunday. Just immediately after the news broke, there are some players that had to play NBA, right? They had to play a basketball match. So imagine the tears all around the arena, and everyone is just trying to play. I know they always say Kobe would have wanted us to play, but you can imagine how hard it was for them.
Look, I mean, even Neymar paying tribute when he scored a goal, playing in the for PSG. So. It was hard, and they had to, unfortunately, it was too short of a notice for them to cancel the games. But I do feel they should give the players, or not suspend, but rather pause the NBA.
Because they also have the Clippers and the Lakers game coming up as well.
Yes.
That's a big one.
Exactly.
So that's going to be very emotional as well.
So I think they should pause it for just a week or 2 weeks and then resume thereafter. It really is a somber note. This is bleak, bro.
Yeah.
This is bleak. People are saying that you remember where you were when Kobe passed on.
Yeah.
And it's true. At the beginning, I don't want to lie to you. I was like, well, they just talking, they just faffing. But you know when the days go on,
it really starts to sink in.
You expect yourself to get through it. But for some reason,
you just go deeper in the hole.
It just went deeper and deeper and deeper. And I mean, it's dark days.
It's really dark days, but it's bleak.
It's dark days, guys.
Yeah. So lastly, man, you know what they say? A wise man learns from his mistakes. A wiser man learns from other people's mistakes. But the wisest of all men learn from other people's success.
Yes.
So what would you take away from Kobe Bryant's success as a man, as a basketball player, as a legend? What would you take away from Kobe?
The one thing that stands out with me is his humility. I mean that paying homage or honoring somebody else was achieve something. I mean, from his humility was outstanding. So yes, all the basketball accolades, all the success that he had was great, but what will really floor you about the man is his humility. That's what I would
definitely.
That's what I've taken away, and that's one thing that I would love to implement even when we go up in levels in life. Just keep that humility. You're not above anybody else. Talk to everybody that you can. Treat everybody the same, and just be a good person. And another thing that people have been talking about is that if you have a grudge with anyone, fix it now. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't
it's really
matter.
Not worth it.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just solve it and just move on and have that peace within your heart, because you really don't know when it's tickets. You really don't know when you're going to have a meeting with God. So just fix it now. But the number one thing for me is definitely his humility. And yours?
I'll say for me, definitely the hard work aspect of him. You know, they say when hard work meets talent, that's an unstoppable combination. So for me, his hard work, his ability to keep going for that long at the top of his game consistently, right? So the hard work. I remember one of his quotes. It says, "My mind cannot process failure." Mm-hmm. So imagine how driven that man is. If he doesn't even see failure or foresee failure in whatever he does. So for me, that's the biggest thing. He was already a talented player coming up in the NBA at the age of 17, the youngest NBA player to make his debut in the league. Right? So he already had the talents, but he knew he had to put in the hours, the hard work. He had to put in the grind to get where he was and to stay where he was for as long as he did. So for me, that's the number one thing.
And nobody did it harder than him. Huh? Nobody pushed as hard as him, and he's obsessive with his
and he was also quite a big family man as well. So he had a perfect balance between basketball and his family. So that was a major thing I took from him.
So I think all of us have something to take away. All of us have something to implement in our own lives.
Yeah, definitely.
And hopefully that we can learn from it and implement it in our lives and live better lives and be better people to one another. Like I say, I hope that there's some beam of light from this tragic moment, that people will treat one another with respect and kindness. Even if you don't know that person, just know that every person is fighting a war, so be kind. Everybody's fighting a battle, just be kind. Yeah, that's our takeaway. Guys, thank you again for tuning in. Tune in again next time or next episode. Have a blessed day. Peace out.
R.I.P. Kobe.